Okay, so this is the moment of truth. Battery's connected. Let's see what we got. 210. Let's prime the glow plug in the fuel pump a couple of times. All right. Okay, so this video is a continuation of last video. In the last video, we looked at this car that I have just purchased. And in this video, we're going to do a quick inspection, look over everything in this car, and then I will start working on it. Now, the first thing I did when I got this car in the garage is I removed the AMG wheels and I put the stock wheels because this car is going to be a project, and the tires here on these nice AMG wheels are bad, super old. So I put some stocks that I have on it, and I really feel like this car is too rough of a shape to have such nice wheels. So I may preserve those for my daily driver CDI, or sell them or do something with them. So for now, I'm gonna run the stocks on this car. That's a downgrade, but that's okay. Now let's take a look at the engine. Okay, so I did remove the cover and the intake, the air filter, and the turbo inlet. So the engine is in very good shape. There's no misfires, no issues. The only issue is that it has an oil leak coming from the pan gasket, from the oil pan gasket. And I will work on replacing this this weekend, get it done. Otherwise, no leaks of any kind, no issues. Power steering is good, cooling system is good. That's the only issue, so I'll get that taken care of. The transmission underneath is dry, so it just needs to be serviced. The shift's fine, so no issues there. Now, the only issue with the suspension is that it needs an alignment severely. Now, that wheel was slightly towed outward. I did remove the wheel and I did make some adjustments, so now it looks fine. I can at least drive it to the alignment shop. The suspension, all the suspension is in good shape. All four wheels are tight, but it just needs an alignment severely. So that needs to be done. Now, if we look at the interior, I did clean it as much as I could. It looks okay, not perfect. There's some tears here, some tears there. The car was parked for such a long time. And same with the rear. It looks okay. It's just needed a good clean. I also got some new floor mats for the car, just to kind of bring it back. So these are the wheels that came off the car. Super nice, 18-inch staggered. The rears were 275, 35, and the fronts were 240, 255. Now, so far, I bought new wiper blades. I already installed those, but I bought an oil filter, fuel filter, and transmission filter. And this is going to be the last step after I get everything worked out. Now, first thing, we're going to change the oil, change the fuel filter, put fresh diesel in it, put some diesel cleaner additive, and then we're going to start the car. And this is the oil pan gasket. This is not common to leak on those. I'm not sure why this one's leaking. It's metal gasket, so I'll get that installed, fixed, worked out this weekend, and get it back on the road. Okay, now the first thing I want to do, I want to put everything back together here for the intake stuff, and then I will replace the fuel filter. I want to add a little bit of oil so I can start the car, and I'll put some fresh diesel in it. So let's okay, so this looks so much better, all put together. I put the air filter back in, all the housing and everything, and I added some oil to it so it's safe to run. I connected the battery, and right now, let's start it up and see how she sounds. So I'm gonna reach in here. Okay. Car is right up. Wow. Amazing. Alright, let's get it out of here. Okay, so it's been a couple of days with me working on this car, and I did get the oil pan replaced. And this is the old oil pan, and check this out. It was totally broken. It was gushing oil right out. and it was just a hot mess. It's supposed to be like that. It's broken. Unfortunately, it's been repaired before, so this pan's been hit. And now we have such a nice shiny oil pan. There it is, looking nice. And we are now ready to start the car. But first, I do want to replace the fuel filter. I want to fill it up with oil, and then we will be ready to crank it. Hopefully it will start. Just a side note, I actually sold the wheels off of this car. I did have some stocks that I threw on there, and now the car cost me $600 because I sold the wheels for $650. I bought the car for $1,200, so this car approximately cost me $600. But there's all these new parts. I mean, this oil pan was $330, and then you got some filters and some maintenance items. So, but it would still be under $1,000 for now, so which is really good. A diesel CDI for around $1,000. That's awesome. Anyway, with that being said, let's get to filling up the oil, replace the fuel filter, and we will start it, and hopefully fires right up nice. Okay, so I just replaced the fuel filter, fresh brand new filter, and I pre-filled it with some diesel cleaner. Now we just gotta change the oil filter, fill it up with oil, European formula, and we will be good to start it. Okay, nice new fresh oil filter with new O-rings coming back together very nicely. This on, and then we can tighten this just until it bottoms out. This is plastic. The O-ring gives it some resistance just until that edge bottoms out, and then we're done. There it is. Now let's fill the oil and we will start the car. Okay, so this is the moment of truth. Battery's connected. Let's see what we got. 210. Let's prime the glow plug in the fuel pump a couple of times. All right. Fired right up. Okay, sounds good. Sounds really good. Let's check for leaks, the most important thing. Oh, it's awesome. Nice and dry. I don't see any issues. This needs some clicks here. She lives, boys, she lives. There she is. She is running with no leaks. That's awesome. That's a job well done. Now I guess we can drop it down on the ground and get to work on it another day. So this is the first test drive of the Project CDI here. And look at the steering wheel. It's so crooked, it needs alignment so bad. But listen to the turbo though, listen to that. Oh, oh, it sounds so good. Listen, listen. Oh, sounds amazing. Runs so well, but it needs alignment so bad. And I think after that, it should be good. Brakes work well. I'm gonna turn it around over here. Okay, I'm gonna give it about 50% throttle over here. It sounds amazing. Listen to this. Oh, it sounds so good. There's an SRS light still there, no check engine light, no overheating, temperature is good, shift's really nice. I think we have a winner here. Okay, and that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching.